Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying a couple of Kylie Cosmetics products, and this will be my first time using the brand, so I'm pretty excited about it. I like to try new things, and this is a brand that I have not had any prior encounters with. So I picked up a blush, and I want to say Black Friday maybe. I mean, it's literally been sitting around the house for quite some time. But this color is called Close to Perfect. And I swatched it in some video. There is, I can see where I swatched it, and I vaguely remember doing that. I want to say it was Black Friday. So I'm going to be trying the blush. And I received the Sipping Pretty palette as a free gift when I ordered some products from Ulta the last time. And I might disappoint you with what I want to do with this palette because I really just sort of want to do a kind of more neutral look with it. And when you see this hot pink right here, it's just like, I know that's the color that a lot of people want to see used. Originally, when I opened this package, I was so excited because I was like, wow, this looks like a legit hot pink. I thought it looked really cool. But then I swatched it in my last, I swatched it in one of the videos, the video where I actually got this, the haul. And it took me a ridiculously long amount of time to get it off of my arm. I washed my arm, and I think it was like the next day before it finally faded off, and I washed it over and over. So I don't really want to play with that pink today, so I'll be doing a more neutral look with it. So let me get started. Sorry, I have a dog who needs to go out, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So I've already done, got the rest of my face put together, and I did my eyebrows. I'm going to start with the blush, and this one is called, I don't know if, did I already say this? It's called Close to Perfect, and I really spent a lot of time before I chose this. They were on sale. The bronzers, I remember that the bronzers, the highlighters, and the blushes were on sale. I really was trying to pick one, and I chose to pick a blush, and I looked at all the different blush colors. I spent a lot of time, spent way more time than was probably necessary, but I'm really funny with money, so I'm trying to always make wise decisions when it comes to my finances. And so I chose Close to Perfect, and I really feel like it's going to be a really, really pretty color. And now here comes the other dog. He must have heard the first one outside. Hey, Suzu. That's pretty. I haven't worn a color like this in a while. It's more of a peach than a pink, and I like it. It's pretty. I don't like the way that this is falling to pieces. Can you see that there are just loose chunks? Where is this coming from? A pretty good sized chunk. Oh, it's the, see, there's like this little teardroppy type looking thing. I don't know. And the pieces fell off of it, and now they're just rolling around in there. That's awesome. Oh, it's just, and it's just fall out all over it. I don't know. Doesn't stay together very well, apparently. But I don't know how I feel about this exactly. It's so different than what I'm used to. I like it. Like, it's pretty, I guess. I'm not trying to, I feel like now I just have weird feelings toward it because it's falling to pieces, and I can't help but be annoyed with that. I don't know. Because even, I think I got it half price, maybe. Even half price, it's more expensive than some like drugstore blushes and things. I would like for it to stay together, but honestly, when I swatched some of the colors from the eyeshadow palette, they had a pretty inconsistent feel to them. Like some of them would come, like would swipe and it would look really pretty, and some were just piecey, and I don't know. So my first time using this brand, and I already sound like I have huge opinions and that I'm kind of judging it, but I'm going to be really neutral until it's done. I think the blush looks fine. It looks fine. It's a pretty color, huh? What do you think? Yeah. So I don't really like the fact that it just fell apart in the pan. That's sort of annoying. But it is what it is. Again, I'm not going to get upset and judge the entire experience by something so basic. I mean, it's not like other brands don't have the blushes falling apart, right? I guess some do that. So I'm going to take this color right here, and it is basically, looks like a base color. I'm going to use it to set my primer. So, I'm recording a little bit later than I usually do. We've had some car issues lately, and someone hit my husband. My husband was in our car, and somebody hit it from behind, and we had to leave it and get some body work done, and we got it back, and the trunk was full of water. It was really weird. We didn't notice it the first day because we didn't really go into the trunk, but when we realized it, it was like about a couple inches of water in the bottom of the trunk. And so it had not rained since we had picked up the car, but it rained while it was at the body shop. So we didn't know if they left the trunk open, maybe because they were working, you know, in the back of the car and everything got soaked, or if things were just not put together correctly and water seeped in, because I think it was the day before we picked it up. There was a really big amount of rain that came through. I'm going to take this color right here. There are names, but they're on the back, and I think this might be called, the one I took was Vanilla on Vanilla, and this is Pregame. So I'm going to take some Pregame and start working it into my crease. So we picked it up on a Thursday, and I want to say it was like Friday evening, which is so, I went to the grocery store, and everything was so wet, and I was just like, well, that's strange. But I thought maybe I had gotten, you know, when you get like cold items and they make the bags kind of wet. I didn't really think it through too much. But the next day, my husband, he switched out because he had been in the truck, and he took the car to work, and he came back and was just like, why is there all this water? Did you spill something when you went to the grocery store yesterday? And I was like, no, babe, I didn't. I was like, I'll double check, you know, but I don't think that anything spilled. And that's when we noticed the massive amount of water. And we had to, they were closed over the weekend, so we had to wait until Monday morning to call them and try to find out, like, what was happening. And so my husband called as soon as that opened up Monday, and we took it and dropped it off, and they were gonna dry it out, but they also, when they called back later, they said that they had to realign something with the trunk. So we had to go this morning first thing and pick it up, and so I just kind of threw everything back a little bit, and And so I'm recording a little bit later than usual, and I don't know, I guess I just kind of get used to one thing, and that is, if it throws off a little bit, I get really mixed up. I just feel off. I'm like, why? It's like afternoon, and my neighbors or everybody's walking by. I like to keep the windows open for some natural light. People keep walking by. I'm just like, hi, yeah, got the camera out. What's up? So, I am going to be honest. I am struggling a little bit to blend this. And I know it's not the brush because this is a really comfortable brush for me. I've used it. I got it, I got this, I want to say Black Friday also. And I have been using it several times since because I've used it a lot because I really like it. And it usually blends things really nicely. It's coming together. You just have to work a little bit harder. And the color's pretty. Just sort of work this in here. But yeah, also somebody just walked by with a dog. And so they're in the front with the dog, and my dog is in the backyard. So if you hear the barking, this time he's barking at a dog. So we have a noisy little boy. And our big dog, he is laying across from me watching me put on this makeup. And here comes the little one. Okay, I have to go close the door. The little one just came running in. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think that is probably pretty good. I'm going to go a little deeper and put sangria in the outer corners and a little bit lower in my crease. So this is the second time I've gotten up to let my dog, well, not to let him in. I leave it cracked and he comes in the door, and then I have to get up and close the door. And he keeps running in, and I get up to go close the door, and then he's like, haha, and he runs back out. So I closed it and locked it this time. And I know that I probably don't have to actually lock the door because he's a dog. But I am going to just let him stay out a little bit longer. And so I can hopefully stop him to jump up and down. And I can work on my eyes. So, am I the only one? I mean, does anybody else have, like, dog drama? Just curious. If mine are the only ones that are a little extra. My nephew is having a birthday tomorrow, and he is going to be 9, and I am just, wow. I mean, I remember the day he was born, you know, it was just so weird, and I have such a close connection with this child. So I feel so sad that I can't be there to celebrate with him, because he is just, like, honestly the most fun. And my niece and nephew are legit 2 of my very, very best friends. I mean, I guess my family, period, are my best friends, but these children are so much fun. And he called, I called his mom the other day to make sure his present had arrived in the mail. And he came on, he's like, are you going to be able to come for my birthday? And I was like, well, it's midweek, and he has school in the morning. I mean, they're doing virtual learning, but he still has to do school. And so I was like, well, I was just going to see if maybe y'all were going to plan something for the weekend and have maybe a picnic, because we celebrate things outside. because of, you know, coronavirus. And so, I don't know. So when he asked me that, it was just sad. He's been just down the road. We lived just down the road from each other when we lived in the same town. And he was in my pre-K class, and we've spent a lot of time together. Like, he would ride home with me from school sometimes, and I would take him to my house, and we would just hang out so that his older sister could do her homework in peace. And on the weekends, he would come and hang out with Robert and I, or go on little outings. Like, we would take the dogs to the park and take him. And it's just one of those hard things about moving away from family is, honestly, with the younger kids, I mean, with my family, I can talk on the phone and we can visit, and with Zoom and things like that. And I don't know, it's just different with younger children, because he and I were a little more hands-on. Like, we build together with the Legos, we play cars, we play video games, and I don't know. So anyway, happy birthday, John. I love you so much. I wish I could be there to celebrate with you, John. I hope you enjoy your present. Okay, so, sorry, side note, and let's get a little emotional if I stay on that topic for too long. So this color is called, I don't know, it's, I get confused with the turning around. It's either Party Animal, I think this one might be Party Animal, and this end is Birthday, and then a word that we don't use on my channel. So I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to put it on the lid. I feel like this video is a little kind of crazy because I keep dealing with dogs and getting off topic. And I'm not really talking as much about the actual makeup. I was able to blend I've been able to blend both of the colors in that I've used so far. They just are a little more work than some of the other palettes that I'm used to using. So I'm kind of interested to see how a shimmer shade does with this palette. And I always say a couple of disclaimers when I'm making videos, and the first one is I'm not a makeup guru or a makeup artist. I just enjoy makeup and I like to play with makeup. And I should have said it at the beginning just to remind everybody. So there's that. And the other thing is, I don't like to judge an entire line, or I mean entire brand, by like a couple of products. So if this particular palette doesn't do it for me, I wouldn't necessarily avoid the brand altogether. I just would like to try a second eyeshadow palette before making any decision. And I'm saying that ahead of time. I may end up loving this. I mean, it's coming together. It's fine. It's just, like I said, it's a little more work to blend. So I have already said a couple negative things about this, so I'm just saying it's better not to make an overall umbrella opinion about a brand without trying several products, in my opinion. So I'm going to spray, I have my NYX matte finish spray. I'm going to spray my brush and try a little more of this color with a wet brush. And I mean, it's pretty. It went on, actually, I think it went on really pretty dry, but I do like to try these shades wet and dry and see kind of, well, it's not really that big of a difference, honestly, or maybe my brush is just not very wet. But like I said, it went on pretty the first time. So let me just blend this a little bit. And let me wet it a little more for the other eye. Okay. And we'll see what happens. So there is like, this is the color. Did I show you this when I was talking about it? I don't know. My brain is everywhere. It's all over the place. Okay, so honestly, this one seems like it. Oh, no. I can tell the difference actually now comparing the two. The wet one versus the drier one. This is more shimmery. So I'm going to wet it a little more and go back to this eye. I think my brush might not have been wet enough the first time. And, ugh, I don't want it too wet. It's like, just dripping down into my eyeball. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's pretty. I don't know why, I just feel like I think like these are not going on as easily as other palettes. Some other palettes, not all, obviously. But I guess maybe I've just been working with really good palettes recently. But I've been going back and using some of my Naked palettes, and I've had a lot of fun actually using those. And I don't know, maybe it's just a difference between those and this. I don't know. So I'm going to go in, just kind of touch up sort of my crease and outer corner area. I don't know. I just feel like this has sort of a weird piecey look to it. The color that I just put on my lid. And as per usual, everything doesn't look like it matches, like the two eyes. Is that something that any of you have a problem with? Like, you get one eye and you're like, man, that eye looks so good. And you try to do the same thing to the other eye and you're like, it just doesn't, it's not doing the same thing. I don't know. I have that problem with basically everything. My eyebrows. My husband was like, I don't think your eyebrows. Okay. Now, don't think my husband's mean, because he did not say it in any mean way, but I was working on shaping my eyebrows, and he noticed that my arches were different, and and it wasn't in a mean way, I promise, like, no hate to him, but it was it's noticeable. I notice it a lot, and at some point I'm gonna have to go in and get I need to get them shaped by a professional, and we all know I'm not a professional. So let me take, where is my little brush? Okay, so I'm gonna go with this color right here again. What is this? Sangria, and just kind of go under my eye a little bit, and we'll kind of get ready to wrap this look up. Oh my Lanza, y'all, I just saw all this fallout from my lid color all under my eyes. It really looks like I just put on like some highlighter in a really weird place. It's everywhere though. It's sparkling all in here. Just on this side. I don't have that problem on my other side. But let's see if this. That is the color I used, right? I'm gonna go in with this one right here. It is Pregame, and just kind of go over that sangria a little bit. I don't know. I feel like the color, I don't know what's happening. I feel like I've like completely lost control of this look. I don't know. So is this, I would like to hear in the comments, like, is this a palette that y'all have used? Do you like the brand? What is your experience with it? What products are really the best ones from there? What should I try? Because honestly, the highlighters and the blushes and the bronzers go on sale a lot, I feel like, at Ulta. So if there's something that's like really, really, really good that I need to get my hands on, let me know. I look at it often, and I don't know what the best products from the brand are. So it is Kylie, right? Sorry, I thought my camera was off, and I was like, wow, I just but no, it's on. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to, for the last time, I know I keep saying that I'm gonna be done, but I just want a little more of this darker sangria color. I need some more actual shadow to my look. And then I'll go back and blend it. But the lid color just sort of took over, I feel like, the entire look here. So, I guess they came together. I never make, it's hard to make a full judgment until there's mascara, right? So, hold on, I'm going to let this dog in because he is scratching my door. And I'm going to throw on some mascara and some lip gloss, or some lipstick or something, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, final thoughts. Let me see. Actually, I think this came together really well, and I think it's pretty. I think I made a really pretty look with it. Here's the thing though. This is a, what? 7 times 3, 21 pan palette. There are so many other things you can do with it. This is just one very basic, very neutral look that I happened to put together today. But there's also other colors. And honestly, it looks like on camera this is not showing up as bright and pink as it is in real life. This is a very, very hot pink color. I am going to, do it. I'm gonna be washing my hands for like 3.5 weeks to get this off, but no, I'm kidding. It's really pretty, and I probably really should have used it, and I think at some point I will. It's a really pretty color. So there are a lot of other looks that you could do with this. So yeah, I like it. I think the blush is pretty, and I don't know that it's like gonna be my favorite blush, but I'll use it. I mean, I bought it, and I will. I'll use it. And could I have made this look with a lot of other palettes? Probably so. But I do. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from the fact that this did, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you think? I feel like it turned out pretty, but I also always feel like what I see in my mirror may not be 100% the same thing that you see when you're watching the video. So, but it did, it was a little more work, but it did come together. So, what do you think? Tell me your opinion, your experiences with the Kylie Cosmetic brand. I will probably play with this some more and use some of the other colors and see what else I can create. If I have any new strong feelings about it one way or the other, I'll come back later and kind of update y'all on that. So Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun putting on some makeup and talking to my YouTube friends. I hope that you will consider subscribing, and we would love for you to join the Wink fam. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye!